Hey guys, so it's Donut here, and today I'm going to be swatching all of my Ohuhu dual tip brush pens. There are 36 in this pack, and I'm just gonna swatch them. So let's just get started. Why not? Okay, so I might be missing one or two, but I don't think I am, so we'll see. Yeah, maybe one. So let's just start swatching. First color we're going to be swatching is this gray. We're going to be swatching only the brush tip because some of the thin tips are very like, when I was using the thin tips, some of them didn't hold up like they were supposed to, and the tips came off. So I'm just going to be swatching them, seeing how I like them. I have used some of them, but I barely use the brush tip that much. So let's get started. So another bad thing about these markers are that there is absolutely no entitle that there is, like, that there's a name, like they're actual markers that are really good. They have a number on the top, and that is really helpful sometimes. So the gray is done. Blue. I like this color. For a 36 pack, I'm not a fan of how there are two grays, but I am completely, let me rephrase that. I'm fine with it, but maybe like a different shade of blue would have been nice. I don't know, but got this. So this yellow is very yellow, so you might not see it. Let me see if you see. Yeah, you see it. You see it, you guys. Alright, I'm just going to fast forward for the rest of it. Right here is an example of a pen that that didn't last through its durability. I don't think that you will be able to see, but I'll try anyways. So in the pen, I don't know if you can see the split, but there's a split in the pen. That way when you write, it doesn't, there's like a double line behind it, and I personally don't like that. I don't know if you can see it though. So yeah, that's one thing about these pens that I'm not a fan of, but I do like the brush tips so far. Let's continue. And then right here, this tip came off completely. So this tip came off. You can't see that very well, but it came off. And like when I go down with it, nothing will come on it, because it came off. The tip came off. It doesn't work. So yeah. Oh my god. Okay guys, I'm back, and I know this is a weird like swatch pattern or something, but it works because I can see all the different shades and stuff like that. Right off the bat, I can tell that a lot of the caps do not match. For example, this one here, you can see the color of the cap, right? But the actual color is this. Let's zoom in for that. Let's do that. So this is the color that this cap gave. The colors do not match, but a lot of them do. For example, this one is this one, which I think is a pretty good match. Oh, you can't see that, sorry. So this one matches this. So I think that's a pretty good match. Overall, there are a lot of greens and there are a lot of blues. And this whole pink, orange section here, there's a lot of them. I do like the color selection. I do like the grays. And I like the brush markers, but the thin tip of the brush, the markers just don't work all the time. It's not that great. They're very easily bent, so if you're heavy-handed, this is not the best for you. And yeah, let's get all these packed up and I'll tell you my final review. Alright, I'm back and, oh, sorry. And I am here to say that I do like the brush tips of these markers. I don't know if that's a good review for a professional, but I like them. I think they're okay. They work for calligraphy and I'm fine with that. They're not the top-notch ones, but they are really good for their price. The only downside, well, there's a couple of downsides. So pros and cons, recap. So the pros are that I really do like the color selection that they gave us. I wish there was just a little bit more purples. I really like purple. So I would have liked just a little more purple. But for the selection, I am completely fine with it. I really love their blues. And it's really fun to do calligraphy with these. So it's awesome. Cons, I would say definitely the tips. So the fine tips, I'll just show you one. Okay. So I did mention this in the video, but this one here, this one is not that great. So I used this one and I used it a lot, you could say, but I just got these, so they weren't exactly old. So the tip is very bent. I don't know if you can see it. So the tip is just really, really bent. And when I try writing with it, so let's say right here, that's what I get. Oh, this one's the one. So this one's the empty one. So this one didn't have any tip. It broke off. This one, however, is the one that's bent, extremely bent. And when I write with it, oh, sorry, you can't see, I gotta zoom out. Alright, so this one, however, is the bent tip. So you can see how there's still a tip on it. Let me focus. It won't focus, but there's a tip on this, and it does sort of work, but I'm going to show you what happens when I try using them. You see that? Oh, sorry. Let's look in here. So you see that? This is awful. It was new. The fine tip is so dried out, but this one, the brush tip, is very pigmented. It's nice, and the fine tip just didn't go well. So I think that was a really big con for me. But I really love the Ohuhu markers, the Ohuhu brands. I don't know, but I like them, and I'm happy that I have them. I wish that the fine tips were a little bit more sturdy, but it's alright, I could live. So